Greetings, everyone. Greetings and welcome. It certainly has been a while. Hopefully, we're looking good and sounding decent. Big frustration. I had an update on Windows and all of my settings changed. My camera settings, green screen settings, microphone settings. So I think I've gotten everything kind of mostly looking decent, but so just kind of bear with me. We're gonna set up our stuff here and we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna be testing the Necromancer today, just level 3 Necro. It's gonna be a short kind of stream, just kind of catching up, hanging out, whatever. Don't really have anything big planned. So yeah, just bear with me here and we are gonna get the party started. Okay. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been, weekend, all that good stuff? Do we have Monsters and Memories on YouTube yet? Oh man, still no Monsters and Memories tag on YouTube. That's disappointing. Try Monsters and Memories, like the and symbol, but no, they don't have it. All right, last thing here. There we go. You can do quizzes now, actually, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna have to quiz you guys. Oh man, everybody's in the house. Wow. Justin Beard, Mason King, how's it going? Kazrax Gaming. You guys beat me to it. Really nice to see you guys. Hey, Mason. Dude, so nice to see you. How have you been? How have you been, Mason? How have you been, Justin? How have you been, Kazrax? Stressed, but I get paid soon, so that's good. Dude, I know the feeling, man. Justin, I've been so drained from work lately. Just so drained, you know? And just like real life stuff in general. You know? But it's very important. Get some good rest, reset, rejuvenate yourself. It'll be good. Because when you have a tired mind, you know, everything just feels so heavy. It just feels so like, you know. Yeah, so I feel that, my friend. I feel that. I wish I could be relaxed like Iranon in the back seat. Who is not a fake cat, by the way. Everybody thinks that's just like a fake cat prop. Oh, she's real, baby. She's real. Kazrax, how's it going, my friend? Dude, huge shout out to Kazrax. Dude, I loved all the videos you put out lately. Keep pounding, my friend. Keep pounding. I got some stuff cooking too. Hello, Slayheim. Great to see you. My week has been good working on a Beastmaster. Dude, nice. I heard Beastmasters were actually pretty good lately. They've been through a lot of changes, you know. And so yeah, I'm saving Beastmaster for EA for sure. EA, because I got Beastmaster on a bunch of stuff. EverQuest, Adrenaline Online Adventures. I'm gonna give Beastmaster a rest. I do like it. I'm excited for it. I just wanna. I'm really not burning myself out, guys. I'm really not burning myself out. I'm just taking it easy. You know, in EA, I'm gonna go a little bit harder, and then 1.0. I have been playing, I still play a little bit of Mega Bonk on the side. I'm just not sure if you guys want to see those kind of streams or not necessarily, because I'm trying to keep the channel in the same theme. So, but I've been playing Mega Bonk, I've been playing Diablo 2. I've been on this like Diablo 2 kick lately, you know? Was a really, really fun game for me in high school. Really, really enjoyed it a lot. and I picked up like the remastered version. I'm trying out the Warlock, so I'm really enjoying that. And I actually considered streaming it tonight, but I kind of just wanted to hang out, you know. Hey, Grizzled Gamer YouTube, how's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for tuning in. Huge shout out to Grizzled Gamer. Man, I saw that you were doing a little bit of streaming yourself, and I saw you playing Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which is really cool. One of my favorite games of all time. I love Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, so really nice to see you doing a little bit of that. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the love. Appreciate you popping in. Thank you for the buffs, whoever buffed me. See, that's great. You just see somebody, you buff them. It's obligatory. Mason King says, same, 2 jobs is brutal, but the money has to keep flowing. Yeah, absolutely, Mason, absolutely. I definitely understand that. Justin says, I love my fighter and cleric. Yeah. Hey, Yizan, how's it going, Yizan? Nice to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a little while. It's nice to see you. Oh, man. Really nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have missed so many live streams, guys. I've missed so many live streams, but I really appreciate the love and support. You know, I think it's one of those things, like I can do a lot of editing and like trying to like do videos and stuff in the background, which I have been, like for the podcast I've been doing a lot of editing. I got like my own videos kind of planned, but that kind of cuts into my streaming time, you know, so I'm trying to find like a nice balance. So really appreciate you guys. Let me make sure, is everything should be live and good, I would hope. A lot of editing. I got like my thanks for the feedback. Okay, yeah. So, alright, cool. And hopefully my game is correct over on the Twitch. Give me just a second. I'm trying out this multi-streaming thing. Primarily on YouTube, but you know, Twitch is where everybody's at, so... Okay, cool. Hopefully everything's nice and stable. Always says like my stream is unstable on YouTube, but I never seem to have any problems. Anyway, so yeah, so I briefly dabbled in the Necro last couple of times. The lag has been tremendous. I got everything blown up because it's very difficult for me to see. And so I think we're gonna go and kill. I think I actually got what I needed. I think I did the newbie Ixar quest. Hopefully the game volume's not too loud. But yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of get going. Try to get to level 3, or I'm sorry, level 4. Gonna get out here. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. This like shadowy ghost wolf form. Look at this sweet elementalist pet with the dual wield staffs. Oh my god, dude. Maybe an elementalist can hook me up. This is great. Look at all these people. Kazrak says, I think I can speak for a lot of folks when I say that we've missed you. Well, dude, thank you, Kazrax. Thank you, my friend. Dude, I've missed you too. I missed you too. I'm really looking forward to catching up soon. IRL. Yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up soon. Kind of nerding out, having a huge power session on Drulin Online Adventures. That's going to be happening this weekend. So I'm thinking even Thursday's stream, we can hop back on some AOA. I've kind of missed that. Basic King says, my daughter Audrey wanted me to tell you, she said hi again and asked if you remember her. Dude, absolutely. Let's see. Audrey, how are you doing, Audrey? Yes, I remember you. Hope you're having an amazing week. Shout out to your dad. He's a very hard worker. And yeah, you know. So, well, the text probably is blocking it, everything. But hi, Audrey. How are you doing? Huge shout out to Audrey. Everybody, just stand up right now and just huge shout out for Mason King and Audrey. Yeah. That's fun. That's fun. Sorry, hang on a second here. Let's see. Thanks for the buffs. Justin Beer says, I've submitted feedback for visually impaired gamers for Eminem, and they must have read it because you can make windows bigger and move them around and change the font size. Yeah, so from what I understand, they have a UI expert that's working on the game. That's pretty top-notch. So he's gonna get this all right for us. By the way, I heard we're getting new spelling icons and a new layout for the UI. It looked like the credits were playing. Dude, yeah, I know. Guys, I gotta fix some of my settings. I had a lot of issues with my settings being reset. I don't want to complain about it, though. You know, it's just like, you gotta dial everything back in, and it's just, for me, I always have trouble with that stuff anyway, and so it's always changing on me. But anyway, I'm gonna do it a little bit better, so I can do shout outs a little bit better. Mason King says that got her hyped. She is reading Spider-Gwen and heard your voice and remembered you. Oh, nice. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah. No, that's my dream. What's that meme with Linkin Park playing All I've Done and the credits roll with Michael Bay? That'll be it. That'll be it for me. But yeah, that's cool. Hope she's having a nice night so far. You know, it's Tuesday, kind of middle of the week-ish. Tuesday night. Joel Leon says, Reckitt's latest Monsters of Memory stream on his Bard was making me more interested in trying this game out. Halfling hair covering the eyes is hilarious. Dude, yes. Yes, Joel. Wreck-It Rogue is awesome. He's a fantastic EverQuest creator. I love Wreck-It Rogue. I always like have his videos in the background. Very, very nice voice too. Very nice voice. I'd love to talk to Wreck-It Rogue sometime for the pod. Kind of share some EQ memories, you know. Man, guys, I don't know what the plan is tonight. I think I'm just gonna come out here and claim a couple of victims, you know. Justin Beer says spell icons, not spelling. Yeah. Yeah, because you guys know me. EverQuest is my baseline, so I always have a soft spot for my EverQuest people. And I'm not one of those like, oh, you know, this game needs to be like EverQuest, this needs to be like that, this needs to be like that. I just have the familiarity of it, I think, as many of us do. But yeah, always really happy to nerd out with, like, EverQuest stuff. Salty EQ Vet, how's it going? Salty, I'm really enjoying your interviews, and your narration videos are top notch. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. See, that is great because that takes a while to do, and I've been so incredibly busy lately. So I almost have to, like, by the way, this looks incredible with the storm and the ominous imposing castle in the distance. That's beautiful. It's just always a really beautiful sight, you know. But that's great because yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays are pretty much my free night, so I either have to, you know, edit in the background, kind of forsake the stream for a while, do that, or, you know. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Dude, look at this crazy lightning, man. It's really coming down. See, they gotta put the fear of death in you. Like, they gotta make lightning really dangerous. That would be crazy. Then you'd have to seek shelter at night, but then it would be too hardcore and people wouldn't like it. You know, I guess I'm gonna try to maybe find a croc group or something while I yap. Guys, this is gonna be kind of a yapping stream where I yap heavily because, you know, it's just one of those. Hey, Stink, how's it going, Stink? Nice to see you. I see you hanging out in my boy Azari's streams a lot. Hey, Stink, did you see the post they made about adding more gear to named mobs and focusing on flushing out class kits before releasing updates for them? Oh man, no, I did not hear that. Pretty excited to hear it. Yeah, dude, that's great. You know what? Let me read the message again here. Adding more gear to named mobs. Focusing on flushing out class kits. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. Wow, thank you for the update. I haven't man, I haven't caught up on like all the class changes, the stuff. It feels a lot smoother for sure. Just kind of first impressions getting back into it. Justin Beer says I was playing EverQuest Bristlebane server just today. Oh, nice. Podcast interviews have been awesome too. Well done. Thank you, Grizzled Gamer. Thank you very much. Stink says, also hope you're doing well. Glad I could catch a stream. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Absolutely. How far are you along, Stink, in the beta? I think I saw you playing a playtest once. This was like several playtests ago. And I think you were like in the low 40s. You were either a druid or an enchanter. And you were like, I think it was somewhere kind of, it was Fallen Pass, but kind of going into Vale of Zintar, like where the giants were maybe, and you were doing some soloing. I think it was like late one morning. That was really interesting. That's when I first saw your exploits. Getting one shot would be funny by lightning. Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just, hey guys, any room? Probably not. I think they probably have a full group. Joel Leon says Emerald City, is that place still super unknown, or is there some wiki saying what is the mobs in it? I'm not sure. Emerald City doesn't sound familiar to me. Mason King says, I got in the beta this weekend for an hour, made an Inquisitor, died doing the class quest, and had to log because the baby woke up. Oh, man. Yeah, I hear ya. Alright, so they're pretty busy. Oh, they might be leaving, or someone might be leaving. Hey, Apsu, how's it going, Apsu? Dude, so nice to see you. Huge shout out to Apsu, my friend. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm glad you could catch a stream. How's everything been going for you? We should all just have like a Discord session and kind of catch up, you know? Oh man, here we go. I got invited to the group, boys. I got invited to the group. Hang on a second. Okay, so... Alright. Alright, cool. Alright, so I gotta start, My UI might be a little scuffed here. I just kind of have my pet window off to the side. I'm gonna just basically dot this up and send the pet in. You know, I think I did this on EverQuest. I want to keybind my pet attack to my attack key. Oh man, this lightning is just so beautiful. Get so distracted. Justin says I wouldn't mind all the hell levels if they gave you really good spells to entice you. Yeah, Jolion says I was calling that green place out in the distance Emerald City. Oh, yeah. I haven't heard anything, but guys, several playtests ago I took my rogue and I started to explore. I got up really close actually, and I couldn't find a way in. But I could swear, this is just headcanon. I might totally be imagining things, but I could have sworn I read something about it, or I saw some kind of wiki update, or there was something. I don't know where I saw it, but they're planning for that, and maybe I'm imagining things, but I think it's supposed to be like a high-end undead dungeon. I saw like a picture from the top and it was surrounded by ghouls and undead and stuff. But I could totally be imagining things. I have no idea where I saw that. I'm going to try to find it. On YouTube, EQOA Nostalgia has an amazing post where he posted some pics of him just kind of exploring and getting real close. There's like rat people, there's undead people, there's all these little nooks and crannies. It's really beautiful. Behind Fallen Pass, there's this whole area of like necromancers and sand giants and stuff. Like it's a huge zone. But yeah, I'm wondering how you get to the top of that castle for sure. I imagine it's gonna be one of like the higher end like raid areas. Dude, I hope Yabar didn't give up his spot. Hang on. You didn't give up your spot, did you? I am happy to go. I messaged him just because I didn't want to. Okay, he said he's fine. Oh, the cleric and beast are his guys. Oh, is this like the boxing shit? Did I what's up with the boxing shit that everybody's talking about? Can you just have like multiple tunes now? I have been so busy, guys. I have not had any time to read any of the updates. Okay, sorry guys, I'm a little bit behind on the chat. Stink says, I was a goblin druid. Not sure if I was falling past. I think I spent most of the time streaming at Witchworks, but super cool to hear someone talking about my exploits. Dude, yeah, absolutely. Haven't been streaming much recently, trying to get more things for my setup, like a second monitor. Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. Hey, actually, Stink, do you play with Primus? Or I'm mistaking it for somebody else. But either way, it was awesome. Yeah, it's cool to showcase like what a class can do. I think it's called Upper Saman. I could be wrong, or maybe that's what vicinity around the area is called. Yeah. Joel, man, dude. By the way, this is a perfect game for streaming because of the pace. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Julian says it would make sense if it was the top dungeon. Pretty much has to be. Man, another dungeon I'm really interested in is that like floating castle in Vale of Zintar. That location is amazing too. Well, guys, I'll say the game definitely feels smoother for sure. Hey, Classic EverQuest, how's it going, my friend? Shout out to Classic. Dude, thanks so much for stopping by. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Yeah, we're just here. Finally was able to get a stream in. So just, you know, just killing some crocs. Let me turn down the volume just a little bit. Hopefully the volume's okay. I got a funny... There's a funny comment that's being... it's being circulated around on Monsters and Memories videos. Kazrax got it as well. Let me see here. I just ended up rolling with it, so I just screenshot it to my... Nope, that's some THJ stuff. Hold on one second. Where is it? Here it is. This is a good one. We'll get to the THJ stuff another time. Allow me to summarize the Monsters and Memories gameplay. Get in a group near a spawn of crocodiles, build a fire, kill the crocodile for hours. Next thing you know, you're level 5. This is cutting edge gaming. This is what everyone has been waiting for. I just said hell yeah. I played into it. I just said hell yeah with like the sunglasses emoji. Kazrax got rage baited on his end, but I just decided to roll with it, you know? But that kind of stuff is fun. People get so into it, man. People just get so into it. Anyway, let's see. No boxing on the server, I'm pretty sure. No boxing, it's in the server name. Okay, yeah. My bad. Jolion says Primus sucks. Dude, Primus is awesome. Stink says I've been playing with Primus for about a year now. Oh, nice. I usually heal, but I like playing melee DPS. Nice. Dude, I like it as well. Have you guys heard anything about rogue stuff that they're gonna be doing? Any juicy updates about rogues? Besides poisons? I know that's a thing. I strongly dislike the CC capability of rogues. Like, it's cool that it's there. I just don't want to be responsible for CC as, like, my group role. If I do, I'd rather just play an enchanter, you know? Pretty much be, like, the true master class of these games. Well, that's awesome, Stink. That's awesome. I usually heal, but I like playing melee DPS. I also love playing melee DPS. My plan is... So I want to have the rogue... What I really liked about it from the playtests, this is just my poor man's mentality, but I like how you can train your skills and you like pretty much buy your skills. And I think at like 15 you get double attack and that's pretty much it. I mean, this is at least like as of the November playtest. But it's really easy to stack up money as a rogue because you don't really need anything, really. You don't need like spells and stuff that gets expensive. So that's gonna be my quote-unquote money-making class. And then I'm gonna dribble that down, or drizzle it down to an elementalist and a beast. See, I'm gonna hold off on the Beastmaster probably. Just because I have one on EQ, I have one on like Adrenaline Online Adventures. But definitely Cleric, Beastmaster, Elementalist, Necromancer. It's gonna be nice. Hell yeah, dude, that's actually badass though. It's iconic. It's what Primus fans would say. LOL. All I've heard about is poisons. They chant Primus sucks at Primus shows. Dude, man, I appreciate Primus's consistency. He's just there like day in, day out playing EverQuest, Pantheon, Monsters and Memories, Adrenaline Online, like Vanguard, whatever MMO. Like, the guy is super consistent, and it's tough, man. Like, I'll be honest, like I thought I had stamina. Like on my day off, like if I have this going on, I can play for like 6, 7, 8 hours, no problem. Just good energy, talking the whole time, you know. But yeah, like some of these guys, Criddle, Primus, like Quatos, Ultra Pissed. Yeah. I'm not even close. Hey, Sacer Z, how's it going? What's up, Slay? Happy to see you streaming, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I finally have got some time, man. I've been so busy, but really appreciate it, Sacer. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm glad. I was demoralized. I had an issue with my patcher. I had an issue with like all my settings were messed up. I spent like an hour trying to dial everything in. So I almost didn't do it, but here I am. This is something for the people. Enjoy it, my friends. Sayer says, I finally got into the Monsters and Memories beta. Nice, dude, nice. How are you enjoying it so far? What are you playing? Hey, Squats, how's it going, my friend? Dude, huge shout out to Squats the Goblin. Congrats on 1K, my friend. Congrats on 1K. I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. How are you doing, Squats? Joel says... First, I thought you were talking about Le Claypool love streams playing MMOs. Nice. Live. Classic EverQuest says Slayheim AOA playtest is tomorrow. It is indeed tomorrow. Yep, it's starting. I'm gonna be all over that, dude. Maybe we can get a power session in. I think Kazrax is trying to round up Azari, and he was seeing if you would want to do it. Maybe we could just vibe out. You're doing great. You're loving Monsters and Memories, playing a shaman, dude. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, the sun is rising. Nice. Trying not to, like, be super distracted. I think right now I'm just milking it until 4, where I get some of my other spells. Let's see. Thank you. I'm actually just finding out. Dude, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Man, you guys, I have so much random stuff on YouTube that I've tried to do over the years, and to this day, I have a bunch of stuff from days gone that's, like, still getting, like, crazy views from, like, 3 years ago. And I have, like, a lot of random subscribers from, like, a bunch of other stuff, and I feel like the Monsters and Memories crowd is relatively small, which has been, like, the hard pivot that we're going for here. But man, huge shout out to Squats. Pretty much hit the ground running with Monsters and Memories. It's really well deserved, man. Really, really well deserved. You're killing it. I'm trying to find that sweet spot between, like, streaming, just like regular thoughts videos, like mostly unedited, and then, like, the heavily edited stuff, which is, like, very hard to do and, like, super time consuming. And then of course, like, trying to keep up with the pod in between, like, yeah, that's why it's just, like, very little time to play, you know? Yeah, definitely grad Squats. Hey, Interworld, how's it going? Nice to see you. Teragram Official, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you as well. I see you hanging out in a bunch of other streams. Thanks for stopping by. He says you gotta have him play a Primus track at this point. Nice. Classic says, let's do it. What time does it go live and what time are y'all available? I guess we can DM. Yeah. Pretty much Thursday's like my stream night, but I'll be around. Oh, I hit a massive lag spike. Yeah, I'll hit you guys up. I'll be making a halfling warrior on AoA named Bambo. Nice. The fun thing about AoA is you can keep all your characters from, like, previous playtests and stuff, but I think they specifically have, like, the fresh start server. Sacer says, I got a beta key from a friend last week. Was grinding to catch up on my friends. Oh shit. Oh, that's right, this cantrip stuff. I don't play casters, so that's pretty cool. I guess if I die, it doesn't matter about my spell book with like a couple spells or something. That's awesome though, Sacers. Congrats on 21. Jolion says, love the sunset at the beach. Keston says, lurk. Dude, thanks, Keston. Dude, huge shout out to Keston as well. Like, going super, super hard on M&M. That's another person that's incredibly consistent. That I realized I'm not as, like, stamina savvy as I thought. But yeah, thanks, man. Dude, this is great. So nice to have you guys all in here while we kill some crocs. Teragram says, love your YouTube videos, they're great, your narration is on point. Oh dude, thank you so much. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. The narration stuff, it just takes a while, you know, and I feel like I'm always fighting some sound settings. But I'm getting there, really appreciate you. The Rondeau, thank you very much for the follow. How's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. I see you over on the pod in the chat, you know, so thanks so much. Really appreciate the follow. How's everything? How's life? Hopefully development and everything is going well. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Squat says, love the kitty. Thanks, Squats, thanks. She's really calm today, which is nice. It's kind of like one of the only things that I have going for me. A lot of people think it's a fake cat prop on my chair. No, it's real. It's one of two. I guess I gotta adjust my camera a little bit so it doesn't clip her, the top of her head there. But yeah. Oh, Class and Cool, dude, thank you so much for the super chat. Huge shout out to Class and Cool. Awesome to see the goat Slayheim. Oh, dude, no way, man. I'm not the GOAT. I really appreciate it though. Yeah, I finally was able to get it in. I had some hurdles I had to go through, but we're here, baby. We're here. Thank you very much, Class and Cool. Really appreciate it. Dude, if you guys don't know, I had the absolute pleasure of chatting with Class and Cool, and that is up over on the YouTube channel. So check it out. It's a really chill conversation. Classic EverQuest says the legend Class and Cool. Yeah. Rondo says love your pod. Always looking forward to the episodes. Dude, thank you so much. I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to keep it going. I tell everybody I'm gonna run out of people eventually. So if you know anyone that might be interested, or if you're interested, definitely hit me up. I got like a couple more episodes in the bank, and then it's gonna start to get kind of rough. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it going for sure. I always tell people you're very talented at the podcast hosting, interviewing people. Dude, thanks, Squats. Keeping the convo going. I'm getting better as I go. A lot of what you guys saw is I had like a couple weeks off for the holiday break, and I was just like hustling every day. So it's pre-recorded, but it's getting there. Yeah, so really appreciate you guys. Rondo says things are great. Marching towards EA, the vibes are good. Dude, yes, absolutely. I see people like the Discord server is just like massively growing every single day, like few hundred people, and people, I think people were saying, oh, it might be 30K by EA, but I think now it's like almost 32K, so I mean, numbers aren't everything, but it's really huge. And actually, I have something in the works. This was on a previous Nick Hot stream. We're not going to get into that whole thing, but Co Carnage came in and mentioned that he was having a lot of fun playing on his level 9 Necromancer. And it's just nice whenever, it's this game that you've loved for so long, that you've kind of been following, is starting to get like that kind of attention. I mean, just because a streamer is into the game doesn't like make or break anything, but like this is going to be a lot bigger than people think. And I think it'll be good as long as it seems like everybody understands that like you can't take your foot off the pedal during EA. Basically, early access launch is not the finish line, right? That's when the real work begins, I feel like, and I just feel like everybody pretty much understands that. Oh shit, there's someone else here killing shit. I think I took their croc. Anyways, thank you very much for the follow. Mushaz Buck Brown Beaver Jerry was a race car driver. The hit Beaver Jerry was a race car driver. The hits. Oh, dude, I don't. Slay, you gotta check out that band Primusons. Seems like you haven't heard of them. They played a South Park theme song. Dude, I have no idea. I'm not very musically savvy. I'll have to check it out, Jolion. I'll have to check it out. Kazrax says, really enjoying it about 3 hours in. Hell yeah, Kazrax. Jolion says, get Wreck-It for an interview for sure. Hopefully he's down. We're talking. I'd like to make it happen whenever he has the time, for sure. Class and Cool says, Classic EverQuest, what's up, brother? PogChamp. Dude, thank you, Class and Cool. Thank you very much, man. You are very, very generous. Really appreciate the super chat. 30K Discord is insane. Yeah. How do you guys feel about the darkness? People are like complaining about the darkness in the game being too much. People are complaining about possibly having like some kind of light source that's better. I don't know. I've been hearing like a lot of discourse regarding the darkness in the game. Squat says Co came by. I haven't seen him around talking on the Discord, though he's been waiting for EA to stream, which makes sense. Yeah. Malachi 286, how's it going? Welcome. Was the link for the Discord? If you just search Monsters and Memories, you should be able to find it on the site, or maybe if someone can link it here, that'll be great. Mushu. Okay, sorry, Mushu. Sorry, I broke the stream. You did. I'm like desperately trying to get caught up. But welcome. Internet outage. Oh man, maybe. Am I lagging a little bit? Poida88 says Moosh. Hey Keston TV, how's it going? Rip, I broke another streamer today. Keston, really nice to see you, man. Huge shout out to Keston. Dude, you are killing it lately. I see you streaming like heavily. What level are you up to now? Hey Aguilar, how's it going? Nice to see you, Aguilar. Nice to see you. Suh, dude. Classic EverQuest says, surely you played some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and heard Jerry was a race car driver. Dude, you know what? I think I did. It's coming back to me. That was such a great episode with Class and Cool. Yeah, man, it was amazing. I had a great time. And I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad you were there live. That was really nice. Oh, did my stream crash or something earlier? If that's the case, I apologize. It always tells me that my connection is unstable. Oh, it did. That's unfortunate. I'll have to look into that. Okay. Class and Cool says, one way or another, players will find a workaround for darkness. Personally, I have no issue with the darkness. Nice. You're back, I think. It said you went offline there for a minute. Malachi says, Monsters and Memories Discord, I thought you had one. The only time I see an issue with the darkness is when I want my video footage to look good for the viewer. Yeah. Same. I get a lot of comments that the game is like too dark and... sorry, Squats. I'll have to fix that. Guys, I need to go into the background and just like redo all my settings. Thank you, Squats, for the assist. I do have a Discord, like a personal Discord, but it's just for like friends and family. I very rarely post anything, and I'm really bad at like managing it. I usually just hang out in like other people's Discords. But if you really want it, I can add it to my links and stuff. Do you think the cat pulled out the router cable because it wanted attention? Maybe it did. There's been some mischievous stuff happening. You know what's crazy? I've heard, so like on YouTube, it can, and I'm not the terminology I don't know as like eloquently, so bear with me. But YouTube can handle more of like a bit rate or whatever, but Twitch can't. So it's suggested like 6,000 bit rate or whatever. My internet hasn't been great, so but man, you guys, they have been advertising for Google Fiber in my area, and I cannot wait because my internet service provider sucks, and you're just kind of beholden to whatever they have in the area, because like that's the only ones. Well, there's like one other one, but they're both kind of like about the same. And I get tired of like switching and trying to, I don't know how it is. Maybe it's just like that everywhere, but here you have to like really you kind of have to be aggressive, you know, because they'll just slowly keep raising the price until you're like, oh, I'm going to go to the other guy. And then, you know, then you come back and you get like the new customer rate or whatever. Otherwise, they just keep jacking it up. So I don't know. Anyway, I cannot wait until Google Fiber. Teragram says the cat saw the Cat 6 cable and became insanely jealous. Yeah. Well, hopefully everything is good now. I'll have to reset my router or something. I don't know. I'll have to ask Miss Heim. She's on the thing a lot during the day. No need to apologize. I have no issue with the game's darkness. I can navigate quite well. But for stream, I do turn up a bit so people can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, the gamma thing is just basically my quick go-to. It's not ideal, but you know. Squats, how far along are you now? Has anything interesting or exciting happened that you've noticed? I'm hoping I can use some of this like stock footage for a YouTube video. I kind of have some. I kind of want to talk about the Co thing, which will be fun. Just kind of broader, like kind of bigger streamers, kind of have their eyes on it in general, kind of a thing. And I might use like some of this stock footage or something. But anyway, all good, Malachi, all good. Joel Leon says, all this area with Crocs needs like a level 50 giant roaming close by. Yeah, exactly. That would be amazing. The internet here is notoriously bad. I was on DSL until 2024. Yeah, you need like some crazy rare spawn, like a I don't know, like a blue alligator or something. Or like some weird like dinosaur looking mutant that's like 50. Or yeah, you need like a high level patrol. Yeah, I wonder if we'll have some kind of surprises like that. Oh man, Classic. I just got that joke. There is one when Class and Cool is around. That's right. That's right. You never know, man. That is legendary. And it's also kind of sneaky and kind of coy, you know, because it's, if you think about it, it can be kind of difficult to know who pulled it. So it's like Class and Cool told me, allegedly he did it. There's no proof, guys. Come on. Aguilar says internet companies do what the art world does, just bounce around customers between them as they take all the turns jacking up their rates collectively, almost like selling the same piece back and forth. Yeah. Oh boy, I think a couple people left and I've just been vibing. Oh, Bart's is a cool name, by the way. Very cool Final Fantasy inspired name. Classical says, can't wait to watch Asmon's stream, completely hating on every mechanic. Yeah, dude, I think, I mean, obviously, you know, I can't speak for the guy. I don't know if Asmon even has this game on his radar. I mean, maybe he's heard of it, but it's just not enough to, you know, his content has kind of gone in another direction. I really doubt that he would try something like this, but dude, you never know. You never know. I think like, you know, like Co Carnage, I'm not familiar with like the entire like streaming ecosystem, but I would say Co would try it. There's a lot of like old school, like, you know, like Nathan Napalm, I think from Pantheon's into it. I'm just blanking now on like big streamers that might pile on. But you never know. I think in 1.0 definitely, if the game just continues getting traction. Oh, Kungan would from World of Warcraft. Kungan seems to really like the game. Aguilar says a train running through the area would be hilarious. The Rondo says, man, it just brings me back to playing EQ with dial-up, getting locked out whenever the phone rang. Yeah, man, those were the good old days. I remember, yeah, I remember like parental controls on AOL, and I remember, I remember my dad would like put in the password, and he'd be like, just play for a little bit, okay? And I'd be like, oh yeah, don't worry. And then he'd go to work and I'd play all day and the phone line would be tied up. Good times, good times. I remember one time my mom was just like so upset she couldn't call my dad. And my dad was on the road a lot, you know, so he's always gone. And she was like, there's something wrong with the phone. I don't know, like I haven't heard from him all day. Like I can't, the signal is busy. And I was like playing EverQuest. I was in Everfrost Peaks on my Barbarian, and man, what a beautiful day it was. And I remember it so vividly because it was snowing a lot. So we were just kind of snowed in, and it doesn't snow like that anymore in North Carolina. It really doesn't snow like it used to. So it's just a fun memory. Just a really fun memory. I was in Everfrost Peaks, a snowy zone, and it was actually snowing. Yeah, but absolutely, Rondo, absolutely. Class and Cool says, why are there corpse runs? Nice, yeah, just kind of mocking Asmon. I just hope he doesn't play on the same server I'm on. Dude, I think, yeah, it would crash the game for sure. The Wiener says, I want to play so bad. Don't worry, it's coming. Early access is around the corner. It's going to be great. Just be patient. Save yourself for the grind. It'll be great. Is anybody taking time off for EA? I'm considering it. I'm considering it. It would be fun to, like, I'm sure a lot of people have this on their mind as well. It would be fun to, like, just super hardcore level up to, just because, like, the only reason I say that, like, I'm obviously going to take my time with the journey, but, like, I want to play a human, but I kind of, the whole time testing, I spent it in this desert region. I mean, the elf city is cool too, like the elf area, don't get me wrong. But I want to play a human, and I just kind of want to like go out farther, you know? So I'm going to try to blaze through all these camps and make it, but I'm sure a lot of other guilds are talking, but it'd be fun to like get to, you know, 17, 18, 19, whatever that range is for Bone Construct, and then just go and grab him, grab the Ancient Crypts boss. Huge boost. And I forget what timer the raid mobs are supposed to be on. Well, they're not like really raid mobs. They're mostly like multi-group content, which I think is what the team is kind of leaning more towards. Like stuff you can get done with smaller groups instead of like a 70-person raid or whatever, you know? I like Asmon. I just don't want that Dookie storm. Yeah. Aguilar says, I'm surprised it isn't inundated by dudes with names like Kirito. Yeah. Nathan Napalm is a funny dude. He is, man. He is. He's really funny. Yeah, I played Pantheon with his group. They're a fun bunch. They're a fun bunch. Very passionate about Pantheon as well. It was really funny. Someone left a comment on Nathan's stream because he had an orange shirt and he had like kind of like a gray background and the lighting was dim. Someone was saying you look like an inmate that was like allowed to play for a little bit or something. I found that quite amusing. Interworld says, don't mind me, I'm just buffing your group and pet. Dude, oh, thank you, Interworld. Oh man, you're an old Sebulus? That's awesome. I see that name a lot, and it brings back really good memories. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. I've been kind of zoned out, just kind of chatting. I apologize if I missed something, guys. I think Ko is going to be an advocate. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think he'd be all for it because he seems like a huge EverQuest enjoyer, you know? Don't mind me. I'm just buffing your group and pet. Dude, thank you so much, Interworld. The Rondo says, for sure. I remember in the wintertime getting up early to play EQ with my family and just playing all day. Space heater in the computer room. Oh my god. Good times. Yeah, absolutely. Jolion says, someone tried to call 911, but phone line is busy from playing EQ. Yeah. Man, isn't it crazy? The world was just so different back then, you know? It truly was ahead of its time. It was a chat room with a game attached to it, you know? Classic EverQuest says I put in for 1 week off. In before the /911 in game command, yeah. If you play a human rogue, I'm sure you can take the boat to Phalandraw and use their rogue trainer. Oh yeah. And you know, and it's interesting too, you can also I lost my train of thought. Oh, probably just like what's it called? Faction. Yeah, you can also grind faction, I'm sure, at various places. Hey Keston, welcome back. Thank you for the lurk, Keston. Thank you for the lurk. Dude, huge shout out to Keston. One wait says I cannot wait 2 months for EA. Want to buy friend invite? You know, I don't know if they give out friend codes to like current people. I would love to give it to you. Yeah. Cluck Quests, thank you very much for the follow. That is an awesome name. I like it. I don't plan on taking time off, but I will be buying Doritos, Mountain Dew, pizza, and Oreos. Dude, nice. Man, that sounds good, Aguilar, but man, I gotta get on the right track. I need like healthy, nourishing food that'll actually fuel the grind. I haven't done a great job lately, but I'm gonna try to have decent stuff on hand. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to, you know, hit the ground running and, you know, just get like a little buffer before, because otherwise it's just gonna be like playing, you know, twice a week or whatever, or maybe just like early in the mornings for a bit of a session. You guys might see me playing at like really odd times. Like morning time, Eastern for me. So, you might see some random streams super early. Mr. Quiet says, the way YouTube works is easy. The more videos, the more subs, the more money you make. Just upload everything. You know, maybe that's good advice. Sometimes I tend to overthink things and I sit on a bunch of footage for a while. And then I just don't end up releasing it. Oh man, Aguilar with the super chat. Thank you very much. Here's $5 for the burger fund. Dude, hell yeah, brother. I appreciate it. I'm gonna treat myself to some Five Guys one of these days soon. I gotta save up a little more for that because their burgers are expensive but worth it. Dude, thank you, Aguilar. That's very generous of you, my friend. That's very generous of you. Park Rock, how's it going? Dude, it has been so long. I moved away from EverQuest for a while, and I remember you were an OG EverQuest P99 enjoyer from some streams I did back in the day, or just some like general EverQuest stuff. It might have not been P99 because I was playing live for a while. But Pargrok, it is good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Are you excited for Monsters and Memories? Are you excited for Adrenaline Online Adventures? Are you excited for EverQuest Legends? Talk to me. Talk to me. And Aguilar, thank you again very much. That was very, very generous. And sorry, Pargrok, I don't mean to call you out. I'm just excited. I try to remember everybody, you know? One wait says, I could be wrong, but I thought I read somewhere that anyone who got a closed beta key could also invite a friend. Yes, I believe that's true. And thank you for the follow, by the way, too. So for me, it was a little bit different. So I'm in the guild that I'm in. They figured out something, and they were given keys that they distributed for us. So I got it from the guild that I'm in. I don't believe I have one currently, because I haven't got an email or anything that I know of. Pargrok says P99. Il Rogin. But yes, I played EQ for 24 to 25 years. Nice. I hop on live occasionally. You know, just all those old beautiful pixels that I worked so hard to get. Rogin is the creator of P99. Yeah. I think he's going to be working on EQ Legends there as well. So it looks like the group's slowing down a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely slowing down a bit, but it's all good because, dude, I realize my pet is not attacking. Oh man, what a noob. I already have to, I think I have to set like a, whenever I attack, I want my pet to also attack. I'm already missing THJ. Dude, I know, Pargrok, I know. I'm missing it too, man, to be honest. You know, it's interesting. Like, it's I don't know. Are you gonna try EverQuest Legends? I don't know. I'm thinking about trying it. It's just, I liked it. I was kind of hoping they could work out something, you know. And I know in retrospect, like, hindsight is 2020. But yeah, just it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, we're here now, and oh, by the way, Norl is in my guild. Shout out to Norl. I'm gonna shout out Norl. I'm in the guild, by the way. Oh, and then Inter is here. Oh, he cons red. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go to level I'm almost level 5. Let me see about my spells, actually. I might be doing him dirty. I need to use my... Wait, did I? Please tell me I got my spells. Maybe I didn't. Do you know why I didn't? I remember now. It's all coming back to me. It's because I wanted the satisfaction. I wanted the satisfaction of going to get them and, like, actually reading the spells and the skills and then putting them in my book and just being excited, instead of just already having it, you know? So I think that's why I did it. And because I was broke. That's also probably the main reason. Classic EverQuest says, what levels are the caiman and crocodiles? Not these hatchlings, but the higher ones. Does anybody know? Dude, I actually don't know. I haven't been that far. Ding 5. This is just a meme. The ding reminds me of like the very opening tune of like the Soviet anthem. It's just very like, it just opens. I get a kick every time I hear it. They're like 9 and 10, I think, Teragram says. Crocs maybe 11, 12. It's been a while. Yeah. How do we know who's the group leader? Yeah, so Noro is asking me if I have Heim in my tunes names, which I do. Actually, who is Noro? Did they tell me who they were? I'm not even sure. I guess it's just maybe I know them, maybe I don't. No old school EQ ding unplayable. Yeah. Well, you know, they have to do their own thing, you know. It's you know how it is. I thought caimans you can do with difficulty at 8. Maybe. I'd love to try it. I don't think we're ready. I'll turn up the gamma here so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, and by the way, Classic, I told you this too, if you're still here, if you're still listening. I absolutely loved the energy in your last couple of rants. It was amazing. I love it. I love more stuff like that, so keep it up. I know you've kind of been in the same boat. It's tough to like work and just have life and just do stuff and then sit and record and like, yeah, it's a lot. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. But yeah, we're here. We're just killing crocs. I know this isn't the... Well, we got a couple levels. That's kind of what I like when I stream, just to get it done. It's nice. You feel like I'm kind of catching up. Everything's great. Crocs are flowing. XP's flowing. You know, the only thing is, now I haven't been looting a lot. I'm really bad. Dude, I'm really bad about not looting. I'm hoping that the auto split thing gets me, but one drawback to Crocs is there's no money to be had. There's only money if you loot that rare skin or whatever. Let me see. I'm gonna tell him, loot up, don't be shy. Pargrok says you're in South Row. Yeah. Well, I will say this whole thing, it gives me like South Row, North Row, Oasis. What else? It gives me vibes of like a huge mega area of like that region, basically, of EverQuest. Freeport, you know. You can definitely solo the caimans at level 8 with the new level 8 spells. Oh, interesting. Dude, Teragram, I forgot to ask, what are you playing? Are you playing anything specific in the beta and at launch and stuff? What are you going to be kind of using? Yeah, what's going to be your main? Is Classic the one that makes the lore videos of Ixars and Lucklin? Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of people that have done really amazing lore videos. Hey, actually, we didn't talk about this too. Yeah, so Classic definitely. It's just, he's been kind of busy doing a solo self-found run. on his Shadow Knight, which he just dinged 60, by the way, so huge grats to Classic. And but yeah, so Classic has a really good lore video. There's another guy, I don't know if he quit EverQuest or not, but it's like JTG Gaming or something like that. He has some amazing videos up. I love those as well, Pargrok. I love those as well. Crocs can't hold change in their belly, yeah. Oasis Docks was a vibe. Dude, it absolutely was a vibe. Who remembers Lockjaw, Kazel, you know, people waiting at the thing? You know, I explored all that recently, and yeah, it's nice. I mean, here you have so many camps in close proximity. There's like, I think there's like bandits in this area here with the palm trees. There's like little newbie things here. One of my plans, just to get out of the stuff early on, I might actually zone out of Night Harbor and do some of my killing out here. Just to kind of get away from the lag. The one of Unrest was great. Yeah, definitely. I'm just gonna say, this is great. Thanks, guys, for playing. Norral says, when did you guys get in the beta in the chat? I guess it would have been March, right? Yeah, because I got in through the guild. They had 25 keys. So we just did kind of like a thing there. Man, my camera is off, isn't it? Sorry, guys. My, let's see. Like a huge swath of the camera is like cut off massively. How's that? Thanks, dudes. No worries, Classic. No worries. Was grandfathered into the beta from the alpha. That's awesome. Oh wait, am I inviting? Am I the leader? I guess I am. Okay, yeah, so I'm leading this thing, baby. Let's do it. Group leader Slayheim. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Anything going on for a level 5 cleric? Dude, absolutely. Yeah, Justin, come on down. You want to come on down? This is the Croc camp. That's like just outside of Night Harbor. So if you zone out and make a left... See, you've been putting in some time. Nice, Justin, nice. Have you caught any of a Loving Robot streams? Can you tell us anything juicy? I gotta get caught up. Huge shout out to Criddle. He does like all those recap videos. So sometimes I just watch just to kind of get like the latest scoop, because I don't have time to watch the whole VOD. And even when I do, man, so my earbuds got messed up. I have like I haven't had good luck with what are those called? AirPods. So then I got like my dad's old AirPods, because he doesn't really use that kind of stuff, so he gave me his, and they're like the slightly newer generation. But then the right one got messed up, so now only the left one works. And yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just, you know, I have something going all the time. It kind of feels weird though, doesn't it, nowadays? It feels weird whenever you don't have something. So usually I have like some podcast or, you know, some kind of video about something. I'm on YouTube a lot, just watching random videos. It's like random gaming stuff. Like, you know, just, yeah, podcasts, video essays, that kind of thing. I love that kind of thing, so. And then sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll like wake up like 2, 3 in the morning. pop in that earbud, play a little something. It's great. Hey, Jumpin', how's it going? So nice to see you. It's been a little while. It's been a little while. How have you been? Hopefully everything's been great with you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're just keeping the dream alive. I'm still using my level 1 spells. I feel bad, but I guess it's better for mana. Mana efficiency. Man, one of the things, once we get jumping, healing, it's going to be great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have actually room for one more. I'm sorry, not jumping, but Justin Beard. Jumpin', if you want to come, you're welcome to. We'll have one spot open, but absolutely no worries at all. Just appreciate you guys hanging out. Pargrok says, another lore story is how Korinav basically is EC pet just forgotten in the plane of water, then we go kill it. Oh, dude, yes, I love that kind of stuff. I love, like, all the lore of EverQuest wasn't in your face exactly, but it was just so interesting to me, you know? Like, to this day. Hey, Dark Symphony, how's it going? Finally got to play this weekend. I haven't had that much fun in playing an MMO in such a long time. I lost track of time. Yeah, no, that's great, Dark Symphony. That's great. I think that's exactly kind of what they're going for. What part of it really got you? Was it the music? Was it the ambience? That's kind of what does it for me. That's kind of what does it for me. Oh, so this must be like a beast master there with the couple of pets. So Old Beard is my cleric. Okay, I don't see you yet. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry, we have someone on the way. Man, that so there's two guys here that want to join, but Old Beard is coming. Jumpin' says, yeah, I'm not always synced up with your streams, but it's nice to catch you live. Yeah, Jumpin', I've been really bad about my sort of consistency. Okay, hang on one second. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, it sucks. So we have room for one. Because Old Beard was already coming. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Jumpin', sorry. So from now on, Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's my night. I kind of sacrificed that a little bit to do like some heavy editing, but I think I need to do that more on the weekends. But either way, Jumpin', I always appreciate you. I know it's yeah, I don't ever expect anyone to like just come running at the drop of a hat just because I randomly decided to hit streaming that night. But it's been nice whenever we have been able to play. Oh man, well see, there's that like first to engage thing. Okay. I don't want to get into... I know there's an issue where if someone pulls something and your spell is like a split second too late, but you technically get it, and it's like a whole thing. Like, who cares, man, if it's just like a one-time thing? If someone keeps doing it to you, sure, but you know, come on. Dark Symphony says, music and the ambience pulled me in. I leveled in the woods as a bard because of how packed Night Harbor was. They really nailed that zone. Yes, absolutely, Dark Symphony. Absolutely. The music is incredible. That tune, Heart of Phalandraw, it's just really, really beautiful. The vibe is beautiful. It's kind of like, as a huge EverQuest fan, it's kind of like how I imagined Greater Feydark and Kelethin, you know, back then. Obviously, it's kind of aged now a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely nice. Brian Love says, I'm probably going to play Necromancer myself. Don't worry about spells at that level. Getting coin for spells is not that easy to do. Necromancers are great for raids. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Vikik the Great, thanks so much for the raid. Really, really appreciate it. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Yeah, we finally got some time, and we're here. We're back in the beautiful world of Monsters and Memories, and we're just on the Necro, just killing stuff in the Croc camp, you know? Thank you guys so much for the raid. How was your adventure? What level are you up to now in the beta? Are you playing with Paranaut? Hopefully everything's going great. Yeah, huge shout out to Vikik the Great. Yeah, thanks so much, man. That's awesome. Yeah, so I stream Tuesday and Thursday. I haven't been great at my consistency because I'm doing a lot of stuff over on YouTube. So I'm doing a lot of like editing and you know, I'm trying to keep the pod going and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm planning to play this game as my main game. And I'm going to be playing Rogue, I'm thinking. I still haven't decided 100% what I'm going to play, but I'm really interested in the Rogue class with a heavy emphasis on Necromancer and an Elementalist as my alts. That's kind of what I'm going to be building up. That's kind of my strategy going forward. But yeah. Yeah, and I'm mostly on YouTube, but I'm streaming on Twitch as well. And yeah, I've been around since like the early playtests. Really, really beautiful game. Former EverQuest player here, so just really kind of enjoy what the team is building. And yeah, that's just a little bit about me. So thank you guys so much. Goad69, God420. That is an amazing name. Thank you very much for the follow. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit behind on the chat. I'm told you're a legend. Oh, dude, I'm... no way, I'm just a guy that really likes the game. Thanks, Vikik. Thank you. I also enjoyed figuring out goals, what loot to prioritize as I work on getting bags. They build up multiple small goals, kept me going and just enjoying the world and talking to others. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about this game, you know? I try to read and reply to every comment in the chat, so bear with me, guys. But yeah, really glad you're enjoying that, Dark Symphony. Brian Love, how's it going? If they raise time to kill, the DOS will be more useful. Later on, mana to the healer is a great help. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's pretty much like the thing of a Necro. And I remember even in EverQuest, you would help the healers out a lot with mana. Because, yeah, I mean, look, I just barely got the dot up, and the mobs are dead. So really, I only use it to pull, to be honest. Cherry Whiskey, how's it going? Goat69, God420. Vikik is bringing his army in. Jumma says, no worries, you're doing great on the streams and videos. Love the interviews. So cool that you got Robert on. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, if you don't know, my proudest achievement is I got a chance to talk to Robert Engstrand. He is the composer and the sound designer for Monsters and Memories, and he is incredible. We had an amazing conversation. We were just vibing, you know. I felt like I've known him all my life. He's just such a cool dude, huge EverQuest fan, really passionate about what he does. It was amazing. It'll probably never be surpassed, I guess, in my career, if you want to call it that. So Yeah, thank you so much. Vikic says, I'm not playing Eminem at the moment. I'm doing some survival games and trying not to burn out on Monsters and Memories. Dude, I absolutely agree, Vikic, if you're still here. I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't want to burn myself out, so I'm saving myself for EA launch. The Wickershire Project. That's an awesome name. How are you doing? What a great feeling having to team up and make groups and just chill and game together. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Brian Love says, no beta for me. I got a Necro to level 5 last weekend. Oh, nice. What do you think so far? I like it so far. I need to go get my spells. But this area here, I'm still just kind of vibing. Hyper Crush, thank you very much for the follow. Hyper Crush is an awesome name as well. Blissful899 says, Daddy Doug raid. Yeah. Thanks for the follows, guys. Oh, man. Brian Love says, things will change at release right now. Most melee suffer for low DPS. Cherry Whiskey says, you have to say it all just like that. Goat 69, God 420. Yeah. No, it's an amazing name. Goat God. I like it. I like it. Oh, man. I wish I had that name. Kyle Christensen says play the game, man. Dude, I know it's tough. I'm pretty much letting my minion bang on everything. Did you try Pantheon yet? I did try Pantheon. It's good. It still needs a long way to go, but yeah, it's good. What do you think about Pantheon? Vikic says, I'm still here turning things off and stuff. Gotta go cook in a minute though. Dude, no worries, no worries. I totally understand. I know you mentioned you're kind of doing a lot of the household duties when I was hanging out in one of your streams, so I definitely understand. The Wickershire Project says, Necromancer sharing boosters just sweet for those in the party that are in critical need. I need mana, I got you, bro. Yeah, that's a really awesome spell that Necros can employ. I think I had like a level 4 Necro on the playtests. And I was definitely doing that. Sorry, Justin. Actually, I should go and get my spells. I think next session, after this weekend, I will have that spell. So next time we play together, I'll be able to hook you up with a little bit more mana. Even though Justin is sitting at a really good mana. Hey, Blue Yonder TV, what are you rolling for EA? I think I'm gonna go Rogue. I'm thinking Rogue. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% decided, but I'm thinking Rogue. I also want to have an alt be an Elementalist and a Necromancer and just kind of slowly build them up. So that's why I'm not gonna go like super far on the Necro. But on the beta, I just have like a level 7 Paladin, and then I have this Necromancer. So I might try something else. Are you guys going to be playing a Drulin Online Adventures? That's awesome. For Justin Beard, it'll be time to go to a new location soon, probably. EQ Bards not benefiting from the Mana Region songs. Give them at least 50%. Oh, the pains. Yeah. Justin says, I don't know if you caught this, but I heard we had 10,000 people participate in the open weekend. Oh, dude, I didn't, Justin. I didn't. Holy shit. That's huge. That's huge. I wonder what the general sentiment was. It seems like massive, right? Like a massive outpouring of you know, support and love for the game. That's great, Justin. I didn't know. Jumpin' says, speaking of legends, shout out to Kazrax with some amazing videos lately. Yeah, dude, I'm really happy for Kazrax. He's putting it out there, you know? He's putting it out there. Vikic says, my pally is 36, but I have not played since Friday, LOL. Dude, I know. I've kind of just been hanging out, guys, too, because I'm with you. Like, I really don't want to burn out before EA. I'm playing a little bit of Diablo 2 for fun, a little bit of Mega Bonk. I'm doing, like, just some... Yeah, that's kind of where my downtime's been going, if I'm just hanging out. The Wickershire Project says, Pantheon has a dark theme. You and blind players share the same experience. Pantheon in Braille. You know, I would say Monsters and Memories is like slightly darker at night. But yeah, I mean, Pantheon, they've had some challenges, I guess, in their development cycle. I'm rooting for them, you know. I'm rooting for them, but it'll. I want to see like more kind of fleshed out before I jump back into it, I guess is how I would see it. But yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Brad McQuaid fan, and I don't know, I feel like I owe it to him to kind of check out his last project, you know. It's the last thing he was working on before he passed away, and now, you know, Joppa is at the helm, and you know, he's in a tough position. So yeah, I just think it needs more time to cook, basically, is what I want to say about that. How are paladins feeling in Monsters and Memories? So my buddy Kazrax really likes it. I've played up to 7. But from what I can tell, it seems to be pretty fun. It looks like they're very tanky. They're very good at sustain, for sure. Justin says, hopefully there's a lot more people for early access. Get the team some money so they can start pumping out content. Dude, absolutely. What about the merch shop? When is the merch shop going to be coming? In early access as well, right? Berserk Banky says, Vikit Raid, yeah. Progress says, after THJ shut down, hopefully Darkpaw don't go after Monsters and Memories. You know what? I don't think that they can, Pargrok, because, I mean, you know how it is. Nowadays, you can pretty much sue anyone for anything, but I think there's enough differences that, I mean, there's no, like, blatant copyright, IP stuff going on. You know what I mean? I would be astonished if Daybreak tried something like that. They just... I don't think so. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that'll happen. Cluck Quest says, you gonna be hopping on AOA test this week? Dude, absolutely, Cluck Quests. I will absolutely be hopping onto it. I'm very excited about AOA. Very excited about that game. The level of polish is just amazing. And I'm excited because it's been quite a while since I played. It's been quite a while, so I'm actually going to be streaming it on Thursday. I'm going to be streaming it on Thursday, and I think Friday I'm going to play it with some buddies. I know Azari can't play. I'm not sure what Classic and Kazrax are doing, but I'll be around this weekend. I really want to make time for a session. I'm going to tell the wifey, you know. Typical cat stream photobomb licking session. Yeah, Monsters and Memories is way darker. Pantheon used to be that dark. They finally fixed it, though. They fixed it with a torch slot. Like, I don't know. I hope the devs don't cave to, like, you know, stick to the vision. That's what I always say. I mean, it's not that dark if you're huddled around the campfire, you know, but it's like in... Dude, if you go, like, outside the cities, it's, like, mega dark. IRL. I guess it's the true, ultimate, realistic experience, you know? Hang on a second. Tainted Grail of Avalon, not a bad game for single player. Haven't heard of it. Actually, I have heard of it. Why does that sound so familiar? I love anything Arthurian. Avalon is such a cool name. I think so. That'll definitely help, and I'm getting like a beanie and a hoodie. Since I wear a hoodie probably 7.5 months of the year. Dude, nice, Justin. I wear hoodies. I like beanies and stuff outside, but if I were streaming, I think I would get like extremely hot. So I'm gonna pass on the beanie. I'm not crazy about like hats and beanies and stuff. I don't know, but I'll rock it, man. I'm gonna rock everything from the merch shop. Classic EverQuest says no shot. Yeah, like I would be astonished. And the only thing, and guys, listen, and Classic, you're here too. You're my witness. I don't think it warrants like another video, but like another thing I want to say with all like the, I guess, hate on EQ Legends, like I liked the hero's journey. I played the shit. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was an amazing idea, but I didn't know like the business side of it and how much money they were actually making and how you could basically like buy those echoes of memory or whatever it was, EOS. I forget what it was called. They had a small chance to drop, but like you could also buy stuff and buy bag space. I mean, yeah, dude, they were making like 100 G's a month plus. And I mean, yeah, I'd be, you know, I don't know. I understand now, but I liked the shit. I wish they could have come up with a way to kind of, you know, obviously be integrated and you just pay for the sub. Like, you know, could there have been a better way to do it? Maybe, but like hindsight is 2020, you know, and but anyway, I don't think Daybreak would be the type to like just because like you know, that stuff costs money, time, like I don't think they would. I don't think. Well, why would they come after Monsters and Memories? You know. I mean, THJ was a whole different game compared to live. Absolutely. Brian Love says, Pantheon is not what I hoped. Monsters and Memories, much further ahead, in a lot less time and no donations. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. They haven't taken any money for any of this stuff. But this feels like I'm killing Crocs in EQ. Classic EverQuest says, oh god, I'm so behind on the chat. It literally used the client models, assets, geography, lore, way different. Yeah. The Wickershire project says free access eventually would be nice to get a wider audience. Just limit classes to the basics and level cap. Get people in to build up the numbers and hook them. Want more? Consider a monthly sub. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think that's what they've been doing with the playtests. They've pretty much had playtests for like the last few years. I don't know if they're going to have any more playtests for Monsters and Memories before EA. Does anybody know? I'm curious. Justin says, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can craft a torch and place it on the ground. Oh, dude, I didn't know. I need to get some wood. I don't think I have wood on any of these characters. But yeah, I think I'm gonna bind my pet attack key to like my actual key, because that's killing me. I'm gonna do that off stream though. Right now I just want to vibe. What a day. I'm happy like so many people were in the chat too. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to keep up. Someone said, just play the game, man. Just play the game. But this is kind of my thing. Like, I don't, you know, I love reading the chat. That's my fave. Jumpin' says, you can be an ogre beast warden now in AOA. Oh, dude, nice. That sounds like what I want to make. Yeah, dude, AOA is crazy. You can have like ogre monks and stuff too, which is interesting. They have like a whole lore behind it, and like the ogre city is actually kind of cool too. Actually, AOA made me kind of like ogres. But yeah, I have like a beastmaster, I have a cleric, I think I have a fighter. What else do I have? I'm down to roll anything. Pargrok says, so what's Rogan cooking up for Legends? Dude, I'm not sure. Pargrok, are you going to be trying Legends? It doesn't sound like you are. My only thing is though, I wish, and you know, I know that there's more stuff that came out. I think Redbeard Flynn had a video. A lot of people are talking about how the monetization is gonna work. I mean, it would be cool if you could just pay like a Daybreak sub and then do it that way, just have access. I think that'll bring people, but since Game John's a different company technically, like they have to, I don't know, like the business side of it is very interesting to me. I just, yeah, like, yeah, the additional sub, and I don't know. But anyway, what do you think? What do you think? Classic EverQuest says, but I guess if you play with people, you need to be friendly races with each other for ease. Yeah, dude, no worries. I'm gonna roll whatever you guys roll. Or just in general, I mean, I'll be around, I'll be vibing. But I'm really looking forward to it. And Classic, I'm not sure if you have played on any of the other like AOA playtests, but one thing about the game, it feels so like the UI and like just the way everything feels is very, very smooth. And I will say, like, out of all of these games, I feel like just on that aspect alone, it's like really, really good. Whereas for me, like in Monsters and Memories, the ambience and like the is just incredible, dude. Like look at the skeleton pet with like just over the sunset and everything, and like, oh man, and then you see those screenshots of like the skeletons just kind of standing. Oh, it's really beautiful. Classic. Justin says, I don't have it in my book right now, but I believe if you level survivalism, you will be able to place torches on the ground. Very cool. Classic EverQuest says, when I streamed... Oh, okay, that's right, you did play it. When I streamed AOA, I was an ogre for that whole play session, so I like them a lot. I played a couple of them. Got some vids, live streams. Oh, dude, okay, my bad, Classic, my bad. I didn't see it. Pargrok says, I mean, a cybersecurity tech making games has always been what I didn't like, and his resistance to put in instances so more can play in raid. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. And it took me a while to understand this too, because so when I played P99, I guess I was one of the more spoiled EverQuest players back in the day, because I think I got used to like the slightly more upgraded systems. So like I played a Necromancer and I was like, man, why can't I see my dot damage? Like, how come I can't see my dot damage and this and that, you know? So I was kind of upset. But I guess the whole thing with P99 and that whole philosophy is they want to keep it as classic as possible, you know, like the true classic experience. And then for like instances and rating and stuff, I guess you wouldn't have that, you know what I mean? You know Rogan for 20 plus years? Wow. Like personally, or just kind of in the space? Yeah, you should try Quorum if you haven't already, Pargrog. I feel like you would like that better. If you like kind of the more fast pace of THJ, I think Quorum has a lot of really good you know, like systems in place that kind of accelerate your leveling and stuff more, and you can kind of, you know, just it has a little bit more convenience, I guess, instead of like the truly punishing experience of P99, which I found like, yeah, it was very, you know, sometimes like, hey, I got like 2 hours, you know, let me go to this camp, and you know, and it's like, oh shit, there's some people already here camping it. It's like, ah, well, I'll try later, I guess. Camp out my character, come back, you know. I didn't try classless, but yeah. Well, either way, I'm interested to see what Rogan and Secrets do on Legends. It's gonna be interesting, and you know, I think what people don't understand is it's not THJ. It's a, yeah, maybe it borrows from it, you know, but it's a new thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Classless is where the THJ idea came from. Oh, really? Either way, it's time for something new, you know? It's time for something new. And then who knows, like, it could go even further. It could go beyond Planes of Power, beyond Omens of War. Did you know, this is a fun fact, so Broken Stoic had an interview with Jeff Butler. It's a really good interview. Broken Stoic, Jeff Butler, and I believe the THJ guys, okay? And Jeff said in like the, I'm just paraphrasing, but when they planned like the characters that were, you know, like Tunair. Apparently Tunair is Tunare or whatever. I've always said Tunair, but anyway. They've always had the idea, she was like a ranger, a paladin, you know, they already had like kind of multi-classes in mind for like the more like the heroic characters, I guess, which was kind of interesting. And I think Furiona V, I might be mixing them up, but I think Furiona V is like a ranger, a paladin, and like something else. We need to go into outer space in a future expansion. Yeah, dude, exactly. That's kind of where it kills it for me. But yeah, I'm just excited, man, for Monsters and Memories. That's gonna be my main game, kind of, you know. I don't know, like I love EverQuest. I'll always love EverQuest. But I don't know. I think this is where it's at for me, you know. Mulgar says Luclin was horrid, or Luclin. Dude, you know what's crazy, Mulgar? I understand where you're coming from. Someone said, Jesus, all these bodies. Yeah, look at this. Poor Crocs. We're the good guys, right? Oh, man. I don't know if we are. Yeah, so anyway, Mulgar, yeah, I don't know. I liked Luclin. I liked the lore, and like it was really interesting. I kind of feel like it was very ambitious for the time, you know? It was kind of a continuation of Kunark, you know? Like the Shisar fled to the moon and like the Green Mist, and that was the whole thing. But then there was like all these other factions, and like it was very grand, I thought. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I kind of liked it just from that perspective of it alone. And then some of the zones were kind of interesting, like the dark side of the moon, the light side of the moon. Like I don't know, I feel like they tried some really unique, and I just feel like the writing at least was decent. Like mechanically, you could argue, yeah, like mobs were just stacked together, like 10 mobs at a time. It was very difficult to pull, for sure. Pargrog says Essie is literally ice backwards. Justin says, I know that robot said they want to do swamps, so hopefully that's a new zone at one point. Yeah, maybe that's where the goblins originate from. Justin, that would be cool. I've seen some of the concept art of like the swamp biomes and stuff, so that's going to be interesting. Pargrok says Loosland lore is great. Hey, Neutral, how's it going? Really nice to see you, Neutral. Really nice to see you. Capzoro, how's it going? Nice to see you, Capzoro. Yeah, Croc Massacre. Dude, I know, this is crazy. I did not know that this would be the night. Pargrok says Seeds of Destruction delved into Firiona V and Lannis Teville. Yeah. More in the Void. Mulgar says they should have expanded Kunark and Tonica and made the game wider. Yeah, I started in Kunark, so I never really like checked out all the old world in its heyday. Man, I love, you guys are so passionate about EverQuest. I love it. I love it. Got to remember they had limited room to hold assets. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look how much things have evolved now. I mean, like the draw distance, for example, in the zone, you can see stuff in the city. You can see this castle. It's like a couple zones away. It's interesting, you know. A lot of people rag on this game for the art style, but man, I don't know. I think it's beautiful. I think they're really onto something, and I think it's gonna be great. I think it's more scalable, and you know. Mulgar says the zones were all barren and only led to tunnels that were dungeons. Yeah, I mean, you know, parts of it haven't aged very well, for sure. And that's what I tell people too, like people say, why would I play Monsters and Memories? It's just EverQuest. I could go back and play EverQuest again. Well, I mean, go and try it. It's kind of rough sometimes, you know? But I love the lore. I really do. Justin says Trolls had Inithul Swamp in EQ1, and I think Ogre started nearby. Not sure. Yeah, you're right, Justin. You're right. In Ogok is where they started. Shit, man. If I had my mana spell, I could at least give mana to the guy. I'm almost level 6. That's crazy. Mulgar says, I beta tested EverQuest. Dude, that's awesome. I still have my beta 1.2 CDs they sent to my home. Dude, that's amazing. Don't ever get rid of those. People don't have physical stuff anymore. It's very important. That's really cool, though, Mulgar. That's really cool. Kebzoro. See, isn't it crazy, actually? Here's the thing. I was talking about this on YouTube in the premiere of my conversation with Class and Cool, but like, whenever EverQuest first came out, we were the young kids playing, right? We were the young kids that were playing. We were like teenagers that kind of snuck in with the adults, and we didn't really say much because we didn't want to out ourselves. And then people would be talking, and we'd be like, oh yeah, you know. And now, so basically, we were the young kids that were playing, and now we are the old guys playing Monsters and Memories. And there's like all these kids coming from like World of Warcraft and some other games, and they're like, you know, it needs to be like this. Isn't it crazy? Yeah, man. We're just the old guys now. Kepzoro says P99 still a pain in the ass to set up. I don't know if I can wait 2 months for Eminem. I love Eminem's art. Yeah. Dude, P99 is a pain for me personally, just because like I don't like moving files and like doing stuff. Like I wish you could just run a patcher and it works, but unfortunately with the emulated servers, you have to do it that way. Neutral says you're funny, kids from World of Warcraft. No, actually, so look, here's the thing. If you think about it, um, Baylor made a really good point the other day. Neutral. I'm really glad you brought that up, because the World of Warcraft people are also kind of old, but I just mean like generally people coming from WoW are more like, you know how it is. It's a different vibe over there. But you know, so EverQuest is like 26 years old, right? 26, 27 years old. Let's just say 26, right? Well, World of Warcraft is like 22 years old or 21 years old now. World of Warcraft is like basically 2 decades plus, and people don't realize that World of Warcraft is also a very old game. You know, they rag on EQ, but like, hey, come on now. You know what I mean? Oh man. Pargrux says it took over a month to render the wallpaper on an Unrest frame in 1995, 1996. Mulgar says Monsters and Memories is a great game. So happy those fellas got it all together. Yeah, definitely. Pargrux says I was 9 playing Classic. Oh, interesting. Pargrux says it took me 3 hours to run from Kinos to High Hole just to just to die in one hit. Yeah. 1998 was the beta, 1999 was the release. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was a little late to the party. I think I came in at like the tail end of Kunark, pretty much. And then I was like going all in. So then like Velius I kind of skipped out on because I was in Kunark. And then Luckland I got in, did some stuff there, and then like Plains of Power, and that was kind of my heyday with EverQuest, you know? Hey Keston, how's it going? WoW was the first MMO ever. Blizzard told me so. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's the one that kind of, just, you know, it basically, what's that saying? EverQuest walked so WoW could run. But then again, EverQuest was also kind of lightning in a bottle, I feel like, you know, it's interesting. And then, yeah, World of Warcraft, they kind of sanded off the edges and kind of did it. But, you know, I think, someone made a really good point, and I'm too exhausted to make this argument coherently. I'll see if I can track down the post. But you know, one thing that WoW really had going for it, I think that's why, like, in my opinion, like Wrath of the Lich King was like the pinnacle. They already had all this like pre-established lore throughout the years that they expanded on, and it was amazing. Like Blizzard already had like a huge love. I mean, Blizzard is like this, well, it was this like incredible company that was doing all this stuff, you know, StarCraft, Warcraft, like Diablo. Oh man, it was amazing. And so they had just like a really strong, and I know people say, well, I don't play MMOs for the lore, but it really does add depth to the world, you know. Whereas EverQuest, I feel like, kind of did it from scratch, kind of as it was going. Maybe that's why WoW resonated so much as well, you know? But either way, like, both incredible. Like, I actually played more World of Warcraft than I did EverQuest, to be honest with you. Just because I was, like, older and, you know, more... I don't know, like, all my friends were playing it. You know how it is, but for me, EverQuest was just so special that it's just always my baseline. I know this probably doesn't make any sense, but EQ players and EQ devs left EQ to put on sideline in Blizzard. Hey Reina, how's it going? Nice to see you. It's been a little while. Hope you're doing great. Thanks so much for tuning in. How's life been treating you? I've seen you just kind of hanging out in streams. Hopefully everything's good. Are you gonna be participating in the Adrulan online playtest this week? I know I will. Mulgar says, WoW came out 4 years later. Yeah, that's right, 4 years. So like 21, 22 years. And everyone in our EQ guild beta tested and played, but there was no levitation, swimming, dragons, drop like flies. We played EQ another 10 years. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, one of the things for me personally, and it's funny because I just, I don't care for the art style in WoW. I never did, like, the gigantic, like, oversized, like, shoulder pads and stuff. You know, yeah, just never was my thing, personally. I always liked EverQuest more. Which halted EQ's progress because the spaghetti code. Yeah. Reina says, I've been busy with AOA, but other than that, doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, definitely. Reina says, I'll be around for sure for AOA. I'm so hyped for it. Dude, me too. I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna roll... I don't know, I might roll like a new character. Otherwise, I might continue on the Beast Lord. I'm excited as well. I hope to see you guys around. I'm gonna be streaming it on Thursday around 7 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm gonna be playing Friday as well. Oh man, I just dinged level 6. Holgar says, yeah, it was so much better when you had to hail mobs and find quests and couldn't look it up because you didn't tell yeah, exactly. Like, no, knowledge is power. You know, and it's kind of interesting. I often think about this, you know, it's, you know, can we recreate the good old days like that before? We can try, but I think unfortunately with just how things are in the world and information is easily accessible, you know, like for me, don't get me wrong, I try too. Like I love that stuff. I love like the social interaction, and it's great. We're also faced with the reality, like, you know, I got Discord on one screen, I got like, you know, I have 3 monitors basically, and sometimes it's just really easy to just like, you know, pull up the wiki, like, oh, you know, what spell is this? Where do I get it? What level do I get this? What level do I get that? You know, people have like the map debate going on. There's someone in the community that's making incredible maps, like amazing, like handmade, like detailed maps. And yeah, I'll be honest, like I've checked it out before, and I mean, I think like throughout the playtest, as you're playing this, you kind of become acquainted with it. Obviously, it just comes with time and experience. But yeah, some people just want to have a map, you know? I mean, hey, you can't stop people from looking. But my thing with that is, I don't want the devs to like spend their time and resources to try to do that. Just, you know, stick to the vision, and people will figure out all that stuff anyway, I guess is my argument. You know, that's just how I feel. Neutral says, sometimes you'd kill a mob in EverQuest not knowing what it dropped, hoping for the best. Yeah, exactly. Neutral says, meanwhile, when I played New World, I had a whole cheat sheet on what to do in dungeon mechanics for my whole playthrough. Yeah. Kebzoro says, love the mud system and corpse runs, etc. Yeah, I do as well. Sometimes in EQ you hit a mob thinking it was weak and it one-shot you. Yeah. There's been times I've died and I didn't know what happened. It was just like loading. Please wait. Friction is great, IMO. Not that. Mud is friction. Yeah. No, it's really cool. Like, it really is. I used to not like the mud system, but it's grown on me quite a bit. Monsters and Memories has unlimited potential, Mogar says. Given what we know of EverQuest, we know this game can have so much more in-depth mechanics and crossplay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Pargrok says, why do we still have IGN in our ears when they're not needed for playthrough info? Yeah, I don't know. I just downloaded a few maps. Player art and maps are always cooler. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just nice. It kind of gives... It gets the community involved, and, you know, people are like, oh man, nice job, and this is the map. And then see, so somebody already did it. You basically, you gave it to the community, everybody's into it, and they're gonna come up with their own, like, you know, maybe like a good geographical location in the world where that could be an auction house and they could all meet up there. You know, versus them trying to design a zone around that. And then, yeah, like the thing with the maps, someone can just create a map, give it to the people, everybody's excited about it, everybody knows about it, and there you go. You don't have to spend time developing it, which I think right now, class balance is a huge thing. And just getting everything ready for EA, I would imagine is a bigger priority. Parkrock says, everyone used to talk shit. EverQuest, you mean no quest? There were so many awesome items that was quest only. Yeah, the meme was never quest. Yeah. Dude, yeah, absolutely. Did you guys see the Jeff Kaplan interview? I'm not all the way through it yet. But it's very interesting. It's actually very interesting. I actually still have my EverQuest cloth map. Yeah, I do have my EverQuest cloth map. Yeah. What is killing games is data breaches and meta data mining. Yeah, absolutely. That's another thing too. Man, oh, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, we're like, you already know what the stuff is gonna be. You can find the information, you can find what the armor looks like, you can... Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV was like that for a long time. Yeah, absolutely. They really need to balance crafting progression too. A lot of them are too easy to level and make gear for mobs irrelevant. Oh man, Kevin, yeah, that's a good point. I haven't delved into the crafting too much, but I can imagine that would do it, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Kebzor says, I hope they optimized the game by EA because my RAM was at 99%, almost the whole 16 gigs at some point during last weekend's playtest. Oh shit. Dude, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Yeah, I heard there was really bad lag. It seems smoother now. Let's see how many people do we have. There's 553 players. I'm obviously not in Night Harbor. There's only 32 people here. In this zone. Yeah. EQ banded armor made chasing armor unneeded. Thanks for the buffs. Oh, it's Sacer. Oh, nice. I recognize the name. I'm gonna... Yeah. Make sure to thank him. Shout out to Sacer. Let's see. '21 Shaman. That's great. Got a friend to tag along this playtest. I think I got a new old school MMO addict on my hands. Dude, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's always fun when you can introduce a friend to it. Duoing is going to be really, really fun. Those kind of combinations are always really good. And make the game really fun. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Old Beard has to get going. It's a good time for me as well. It's a good time for me as well, and I think I'm gonna actually preserve the buffs here that we got. Oh, so he actually logged out right away. I'm gonna head back to the city. Oh, actually, I'm going the wrong way. It's a good time for me as well. We got in just over a couple hours. It was great. Really enjoyed chatting about everything, actually. EverQuest, Monsters and Memories, you know, YouTube stuff, exciting stuff. But really glad you guys came out. I really missed streaming. I think I'm gonna stick to streams on Tuesday and Thursday night versus trying to edit. Unless, you know, unless I can line up a conversation for the pod or something like that. I've been trying to coordinate a few things behind the scenes, but guys, really enjoyed it. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can keep the dream alive. Oh man, Keston is streaming Monsters and Memories. Let's see. Goblinworks is streaming. That's pretty cool. Ultra Pissed. Man, good times. Really good times. So guys, yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of just wind down here. I'm gonna make it back to the inn. Drop the group here. Let's see, how do I... Oh, here we go. My eyes are so bad. They lied to me, by the way. It's been several years, but I went to go get my eyes checked. I technically do have, like, prescription glasses. I just don't ever wear it. But they lied to me. They said that I had 20/20 vision. Now, every time I can't see anything, I always say that they lied. Because there's no way I have 20/20 vision. I feel like my eyes are like really, really bad. So let's see here. Okay. But yeah, guys, I really, really enjoyed streaming. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. So if you're over on YouTube, it's just gonna end. If you're on Twitch, we're gonna go over and show some love to Keston. Just kind of hang out for a little bit while I tidy up behind the scenes. But I will see you Thursday with the Drulin Online Adventures. And yeah, this game is really beautiful. I'm very, very excited for the game. It's just shaping up really nicely. It looks like all the changes. It seems really smooth. So I'm really quite happy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the power session. So next time I'm gonna pick up my spells, just kind of tidy up the inventory. Not sure for how long the AOA test is going, but I'm gonna play the entirety of that and go back to Monsters and Memories. And then yeah, just kind of expect some stuff over on the YouTubes. But yeah, thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Classic. Thanks for the stream. Really appreciate it. I'll hit you up. We'll figure out something for AOA. Then everyone on Twitch, let's go over and raid Keston, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hang out just a little bit so we can get some points or whatever, and then we're gonna end it. So take care, everyone, and have an amazing day. I gotta figure out why my internet sucks. Take care until next time.